Menu narration option is set to off.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, 82 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 20.
Mac Wilson on the tackle. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. "13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. A big pickup of 38.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me,
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now a handoff to Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made. That's
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Jackson from the shotgun. trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. That's the rookie from LSU, Grant Delpit. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
By the Browns.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
38 yards on the play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. A give. This is Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Ravens, nothing.
2nd down and 8. Chubb on the counter. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
touchdown, Cleveland.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The return man, Chris Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
The return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they throw an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the...
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham, 60 yards as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
This pass into the arms of Snead. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. It's complete to Snead. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Larry Ogunjobi.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
42-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb about 3 yards there to the 27.
Nick Chubb. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 27 yards. And the Browns continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Browns 42, Ravens nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
This will be caught by Brown. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson stepping up. He'll try it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Mayfield. He completes it to Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Gain on the play.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On second down, Mayfield again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Intended for Odell Beckham. Incomplete.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
28-yard attempt.
And it bangs off the right upright. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've seen these be tricky from time to time. You know, you've almost got to cut the ball to make it go through. And this time he cut it a little too much, and he sliced it.
Yeah, and he'll tell you, no excuses on this one. It's a kick every NFL kicker should be able to make in his sleep. But your word was definitely correct. He sliced that one, and he'll miss it wide to the right.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. He uncorks it for Snead. It's caught inside the 25. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
They definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
I got you, son. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They run it again with Janovich. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Snead's got it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
JoJo Natson on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Down Cleveland.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Chubb takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
28-yard line.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25.
He was brought
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's third down.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. Bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cleveland, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.